Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick. Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, make that. Mike, 5-4. I got one. Regular.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's go. Check it.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Brady gives to Michel. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. To throw, it's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. To throw on second and 6, Brady. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. To throw is Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Garoppolo again. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
65.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Right here, guys.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check 31.
11.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 51 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
12. Bravo. 25 to Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, 25 to Mike.
Garoppolo now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Check. 11.
That's good.
Hey, Alpha.
First down.
Mike, we're going 25.
First and 10.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
54. Mike's 54.
5.
It's going to be a long day.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball one. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Check Alpha. Hey, Orbit.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time. And this is caught. It's Edelman. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gostkowski with the extra point. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting up. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 53 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop. All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
56 to Mike. 56.
Exit.
Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, 66.
Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. D4 able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Go ahead.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Hey, Echo.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Smooth.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They're going to try and throw. Good one, able to haul it in. And he's got room. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get Get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Simon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
65.
Watch delay. You go tight.
One, Omaha.
You got tight right there.
One, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Again, it's Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
6-6, Bravo!
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's...
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Back now here in Santa Clara. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. On play action, now Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Hey, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Defense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Brady going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. He's airing it out for Sanu. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now Brady again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
50 wants to move. 50 wants to move. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M, and that's Ryan Tannehill.
And many believe that Ryan Tannehill is ready to fulfill his promise. Been in the league a little while now, been through some ups and downs, some bumps and bruises, but the talent is evident. Can run it, can throw it, and I think now he's ready to be a great leader.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Let's go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A first down carry for Henry. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Will.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Shift. Watch the shift. Kill.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Henry. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Out of his end zone, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Derrick Henry. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball. And then all of a sudden, it's just looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word.